And welcome back. Our next guest wrote a love letter to the monarch butterfly. She chose the endangered creatures because they are unusually strong, yet also very fragile. Winging It, a monarch love story, is based on a true story of a grandmother and her granddaughter who saved hundreds of monarch butterflies in Chicago. The author is Bev Davis, a children's author and hospital chaplain. Good morning to you, Bev.
Good morning, Tiffany.
Thanks for
It's
joining me
great to be
today.
with.
Absolutely. It's so nice to have you
No,
here too. I'm super excited to hear about this. This is based on a true story of a grandmother and her granddaughter. Tell us a little bit about the story.
well, the title is Winging It because that's pretty much what they were doing. My friend Eileen and her daughter, my granddaughter Maya, were suddenly the recipients of a mason jar with a stick and a chrysalis, and they watched it in as it turned into a beautiful butterfly right there on their kitchen table. Um, they weren't expecting to do that, but they have a friend who had 50 jars to get rid of to be babysat while they were on vacation. So Eileen and Maya got in charge of one of them.
You know, that's a
So
great responsibility, and something I think a lot of people can relate to is seeing, a
yeah,
caterpillar turn into a butterfly. We've all seen that as kids. Why are mason jars
yeah.
such a unique way to help the monarch butterfly?
Oh, a mason jar, a jelly jar, a large jar, wide mouth. Um, Anything like that would work, but a mason jar, because it's open, has a wide mouth. It's easy to get the stick in there. They only eat milkweed, so you have to put the milkweed leaves in there, and it just keeps them less than easier to feed and easier to work with.
Well, I'm glad you brought that
The
up
wide mouth,
because
I
the
think.
only food that they eat is milkweed, and that's why they're becoming endangered, is because the milkweed supply is waning as production and development ensues. And so we need to continue to plant this native plant of milkweed to be able to help the monarch butterflies continue to exist, and that's why they're endangered.
Right. That is definitely true. I was just out yesterday in the neighborhood and looking for milkweed, and it was very hard to find. I found some, but then I looked at it and I couldn't find anything on them. So I didn't know if they were sprayed or what was going on there. I'm going to do a little investigating because not only do we need the monarch, but they need to be left alone so that they can do their magic,
That
going from a little tiny egg to a beautiful butterfly.
That's a great point.
Um,
They need to be unsprayed, like you said, and really taken care of and in the wild. What made you decide you wanted to be a
right.
children's book author? Because this is not your first book, and I love the fact that your other series came to you in a dream.
Yes. Yeah. It's amazing because I've always admired people who can write, who can take words and just blend them into the most beautiful stories. And I never felt that was something that was my forte or would ever be anybody would ever want to read anything that I would write. But I'm a very visual person. I worked as an interior designer for many years, so that's why I think I had the dream, and the dream was very visual. And it came to me at a time that I was going through a huge change in my life, and it helped me become a better chaplain, a better, more rounded human being. I was bullied as a child, and that's what the first three books are about, being bullied.
I'm glad you brought that up because I think it's a really beautiful series. It's called Great Gray, and it's about an elephant born with a lopsided ear. You've become an anti-bullying expert because of the experiences you had. And one of the things that touched my heart was how you said, you know, because of being able to write, because of being a chaplain, because of doing all this, is the reason you're able to speak with us today, because you were so scared of public speaking. And I think that's such an incredible message to share with people, that you can find your voice even though you experience hardships even as a kid.
Oh, thank you for saying that, Tiffany. That's means a lot to me.
Well, I'm so glad that you joined
Yeah,
us this morning, Bev. We ran out of time, but I want to make sure I can give everybody the
thank you.
information for how to find your book. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot.
You
Take
bet.
care.
It's a beautiful book, and you can order Wing It from any independent bookstore. You'll find it widely available. It's at places like Target, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, all the good places. To learn more about Bev Davis, you can check out her website. It's bevdavisauthor.com.